Hi, I'm Matt Daniels. I'm an actor and director and teaching artist based here in Milwaukee, and it is my pleasure to spend Wellness Wednesday with you here today. As an actor, one of the things that I have to do is transform my body from one character into another, and I use yoga as a tool to keep my body in shape and ready for those sorts of transformations. And one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot lately is balance and the cultivation of balance that yoga gives me. And allowing that balance to be something that I can always hold on to. So I wanted to share some of that with you today. We're going to work on just a couple of different balancing postures. We'll go from 4 points of balance, taking a couple of those away, 2 points of balance, taking one of those away, etc. And one of the things that I'm going to keep coming back to throughout our practice today is I want you to think about releasing your shoulders, your neck, and your jaw. These are places where we tend to hold a lot of tension that's out of balance with the amount of work that we're actually doing. So I want you to think about releasing those periodically. We're going to start on our hands and knees here. And if you don't have a yoga mat handy, you can put a folded up blanket or towel under your knees if you have knee sensitivity. You've got your hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under the hips, and I just want you to take one hand away, then the other, one knee away, then the other, and just feel what it's like to shift from 4 points of balance to 3, and what you have to do. And as you do, release the jaw, neck, and shoulders. Now, you're going to take one leg and reach it all the way back behind you. Reach through that heel, all the way heel to the crown of the head. And I want you to breathe not only into the lungs, but all the way back into that heel. And if you find that breath difficult, try to ease off a little bit. You can do a little less. Release the neck, jaw, and shoulders. And now, maybe that's enough. Maybe you have plenty of effort here. But if you want to try a little bit more, take the opposite hand from that leg and reach that forward. Release the jaw, neck, and shoulders as best you can. Breathe across the entire stretch through the whole body. And feel what it's like to go from 4 balance points to 2. And then replace that hand and that leg. Now we reverse it. Send one leg back. Breathe the whole time. Release jaw, neck, and shoulders. And now the other hand forward. And again, maybe this is plenty of effort for you and you need to set a hand down or set a leg down. That's no problem. We're exploring here and breathing and noting that the floor is always there when those wobbles come up. Breathe and release. 4 points to 3 points. Now we're going to play with 2 points. Your feet directly underneath you here. If you put your knees in and are just on the inside of your feet, it's a slightly sharper balance point. Same thing with the outside. You can roll from heels to toes. Heels to toes. I want you to bring your feet together as you do that. Heels to toes, and now up onto the toes. Here, stay up there and just feel what happens in the body. Your hips engage, your thighs, maybe your glutes, your hamstrings a little bit. But what can you release in there? Your calves are definitely engaged. They are going to maybe be a little upset with me tomorrow. That's something I'll have to live with. Just breathe, relax the neck, shoulders, and jaw. Those are not necessary for this balance pose at all. And you can set your gaze out in front of you and allow that gaze to help you find balance. But now, bring your arms up. And notice how when you shift the center of gravity in your body, your balance changes a little bit. Now you can gaze up, and that's going to change things too, because where your gaze is a part of our balance. We're going to shift things again now. There's some wobbles in there, and that's fine. Continue to breathe all the way down through the toes, and I want you to take the arms and plug them into the shoulder socket. So there's plenty of space between the neck and the shoulders, releasing neck and jaw. And now apple pick a little bit. Reach one arm, and the other. One arm, and the other. Oh, little wobble there, one arm, and then the other. One arm, and then both arms up, reaching, reaching, reaching. Plug the shoulders in. Breathe all the way into the ground. Arms down, and then heels down, and then there you are. You might want to stretch the calf a little bit. You can do that straight leg and sit back. I'm just going to stretch to the back of the calf here. Reverse that. That feels good. Good. 2 points of balance, now to 1. All the weight goes into the left leg. You're going to kickstand the right leg at the ankle. Maybe that's enough. If you get up onto your toe, you can feel a little wobbly, that's fine. But maybe you want to go a little further. As you breathe into the floor all the way through the root, you bring the foot up to the calf. Maybe you want to go even further. You can bring the foot all the way up here to the inner thigh. As you do, you want to press that thigh back into the foot with equal pressure. Whatever you do, make sure that the foot is not right on the knee joint. That can cause undue stress on the knee. So it can be here or on the calf or on the floor. What are your hands doing? As you play with balance, you feel a little of these wobbles through the foot. They can be here at your hips. They can be the branches of this tree. They can come up. They can be asymmetrical. They can be in front of the chest. As you release the neck, release the shoulders, release the jaw, bring that knee forward, and it comes down. The other side. It can be here. It can be here. It can be all the way up. Equal pressure, foot against thigh, thigh against foot. Releasing neck, releasing shoulders, releasing jaw. Hands at the hips, where they're branches of the tree. They come up. Breathe all the way into the roots of your foot, all the way into the ground. Maybe they're here. And those wobbles are fine. Maybe you have to step out, no problem. You can come here. And we breathe. Bring that leg forward. And it comes down. And here now, once both feet are on the ground, just take one moment. Close your eyes and observe. Feel the feet on the ground meeting the feet. There's no work that needs to be done. The ground rises up to meet you. You're in balance. You have that to hold on to. And as you open your eyes and you come back into the world, you can. What I've been doing a lot is thinking about how topsy-turvy the world is and how upside down it is and how sometimes it's all I can do to stand up and stay upright throughout the day. But I can stand up and stay upright throughout the day. That's physical balance. And this physical balance practice is a way, I think, that I can take that and say, oh, maybe I can use that emotionally as I face the challenges that await me in the day. Can I use this physical practice as a reminder of a spiritual practice or an emotional practice in these crazy times? Thanks so much for spending Wellness Wednesday with me. Can't wait to see you in the theater sometime soon.